It has been said that one job you get paid to lie at is being a meteorologist. After all, weather is quite challenging to predict. Being able to deduce the weather by observing cloud formations is a skill that is somewhat lost on us modern humans. Most of us can easily look at a cloud and imagine all sorts of shapes, but very few of us can look at them and see the approaching cold front. Fortunately, being able to predict the weather is easier than you might think. Coming up, we will break down the different types of clouds and the signs that they hide in plain sight. Also hiding in plain sight is that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you're one of the first to know when we add new content. Taking a closer look at what is around us. World of Wonders. Clouds can easily be broken into 4 categories. These categories are high clouds, middle clouds, low clouds, and clouds with vertical growth. Clouds are also identified by shape. We will break down some of these in order to better learn how to read the weather pattern that Mother Nature is writing out each and every day for us to see. High clouds. These are from anywhere 16,000 to 43,000 feet. Basically, these are the clouds that you only encounter on the top of really high mountains or at the cruising altitude of a passenger jet. Due to the extreme conditions at which they form, they tend to be comprised primarily of ice crystals. In the high clouds, the first type that we will identify in this range is the Stratus Clouds. These are white, wispy clouds that stretch across the sky. By all accounts, Stratus Clouds indicate fair weather in the immediate future. However, they can also be an indication of a change in weather patterns within the next 24 hours, most likely due to a change of pressure in fronts. By watching their movement and the direction in which the streaks are pointed, you can get a sense of which direction the weather front is moving. The next layer is the Cirrostratus, which tend to be sheet-like and cover the whole sky. Usually, you can tend to see the sun or moon through them, and their presence usually indicates moist weather within the next 12 to 24 hours. Next is the Cirrocumulus Clouds. The last of the high clouds tend to be large groupings of white streaks that are sometimes seemingly neatly aligned. In most climates, these mean fair weather for the near future. However, in the tropics, these clouds may indicate an approaching tropical storm or hurricane, just depending on the season. Next is the middle cloud layers. These tend to hang out at around 6,500 to 23,000 feet. The first of these is the Altostratus, and these are gray and or blue clouds that cover the whole sky. They tend to indicate a storm sometime in the very near future, since they usually precede inclement weather. Following that is the Altocumulus. They are also grayish white clouds blanketing the entire sky. They tend to look like large fluffy sheets in which there is a lot of contrast between light and dark. The sun does not pass through them. If you see them in the morning, prepare for a thunderstorm in the afternoon. The last area of the cloud layers is the low clouds. This category of cloud will form below 6,500 feet. These are the ones that like to hang around just above tall buildings. And these clouds tend to contain water, but can also be comprised of snow if the weather gets cold enough. Then we move on to Stratus Clouds. These are low-lying solid clouds that are often formed when fog lifts off the ground. They obviously look like an elevated fog. Often, they bring drizzle or light snow. The next type is a Stratocumulus, which are low-lying bumpy and gray clouds. They do not bring precipitation. They also do not cover the entire sky, and they tend to come in rows and patches. The last of the low clouds are the Nimbostratus. This is your standard rain cloud. It is a large flat sheet of gray cloud with a little bit of differentiation. If you see these, chances are it's raining outside. And last but not least are clouds with vertical growth, which tend to have a base that hangs really low, like at about 5,000 feet, and a top that climbs really high, over 50,000 feet in some cases. In this category is cumulus clouds, which are your stereotypical white, kind of cotton ball looking clouds. So long as the clouds remain low clumps floating across the sky, there will be fair weather. However, you need to keep an eye on these clouds because any vertical growth can indicate the start of a large storm. Finishing our cloud types are the cumulonimbus clouds, which are cumulus clouds that have grown vertically into an anvil-like shape. The anvil tends to point in the direction the storm is moving. These clouds bring most dangerous weather, such as rain, lightning, hail, and even tornadoes.